Hi, YouTube friends and knitting and sewing friends. I'm in the studio again today. What else is there to do? I can't go out and walk. Most of you probably know I'm waiting for a hip replacement, so I can't get far. So today I spend most of my days here in my studio. What I'm doing today is I'm almost finished. I'll put a picture in later. I'm sewing together the blocks that I cut of my monoprints, and I'm just working on the bottom half. It's getting close to being done, except that when I'm finished, I need to put batting on it, and I'm not going to quilt it very much. Certainly not like I would normally quilt a piece if it was a piece of artwork where I would quilt around the images that are on the prints. This is going to be a sofa pillow cover, and so I haven't quite decided how I'm going to print it. Rather it'll be just straight on the grid, or maybe just wavy lines over the whole thing. That kind of interests me. I'm just going to finish, I just have these two seams, and then I will show you. I have to take them over and press them. I've still got a baby quilt to finish, and I don't know, I just really wanted to, I mean, my main focus usually is my artwork. And there's been a time in the last year where I just wasn't really able to do that much of it. I couldn't concentrate like many of you. And so lately I have felt like doing some artwork. So I've been doing a little bit here and there, but the baby quilt does need to be finished for about March, I think. So this is one piece, what it looks like. It's stitched together. And now I have these two pieces together, which I have to take it over to the my ironing board and get them pressed, and these are ready to go on to the next part. So I'll take a break here and then I'll show you what's coming next. This is my little ironing station. Since I don't do a lot of large quilts, it's big enough for what I usually need. And I do have a regular, it's an in the wall, which I find really convenient in a small room. I do have a larger ironing board that I can get out if I need to do something bigger. So at this point I just put together that piece, and I put together these two pieces, which are going here and there. This that I'm working on, this is just a piece of foam core board that I covered with some batting, and I like it for small projects like this because my design wall already has something on it, so it's kind of convenient. So now I'm going to need to iron this. I have to iron the seams so that they'll fit together. Oh, I guess that's okay. And that one just needs to go like that. So that's going to fit there, but first I have to stitch these two pieces together before I can put them on the large piece. And if you're wondering how I did these, well, these are done from a Gelli mono printing process that I really enjoy. I've had a Gelli for many years. There, I was just adjusting it up a little. I'm not sure how not very used to doing these movies yet. So I collect a whole lot of vegetation, flowers, wildflowers in the summer, spring, summer, fall. And I just stick them in old phone books that I've collected, and I just leave them to dry. And then whether it be summer or fall or even winter, I may get the urge to pull them out and do some printing. And this is what I end up with. Well, I've cut these up already and I use them in my artwork. So there, now that piece is pinned, ready to stitch, and then it's ready to put this piece onto it and put it together. It's going to make a cover that's about 21 inches, which is the size of pillows that I have right now in my living room. So I'm going to go sew that together and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. This is also what's on my my cutting board today. Yesterday I was doing a little bit of sample paints on fabric with Cedacolor, both transparent and opaque. That I want to try is of this rock cliff surface with the plants clinging to it, and I wanted to see what paints would work, how they would work, what they would look like on the fabric, and I'm pretty happy with the colors and how it came out. I'm doing it as quite a large piece. I plan to paint it. They're little purple asters. I think I will actually do those in fabric. And the other thing I'm thinking about was just keeping in mind the comment that my one of my followers made about not wanting to use her artwork on things that would sort of be around the house. I thought, she said, maybe cards would be nice. So I thought, well, I pulled out some of the pieces that I actually cut off when I was doing the pillow covers, and I thought, well, why not try them? Little cards or maybe little bookmarks. So I just cut out a couple to experiment with, and I'm not quite sure how to mount them. I think I have to look around for an easy glue, some kind of a glue stick maybe, and I may do a very minimal bit of stitching just to hold them down. Anyway, I tend to go off on these tangents, and it keeps me busy. Well, I think it's getting a little colder. We did hang. I did hang some clothes out today because I really enjoy hanging them out in the winter, and unless it's completely still and really cold, they will dry. They're out there blowing. I just spent most of my day here in my studio, and that's what I do almost every day. At least I'm lucky that I have something that that can keep my interest and keep me going in these times. And so I hope you do too. Thanks for watching.